Welcome in, Sagittarius, to Dawn Williams Tarot. I hope this message finds you well and healthy and prosperous. I'm doing very good. I'm definitely well on my way for healing. Still have a little bit of stuff going on in my wrist, but I am definitely doing much better. So I'm excited to be here with you. Today's message is for sun, moon, and rising placements in the sign of Sagittarius. If you have those placements, this message may be for you. Keep in mind that not all messages may resonate because this is a general reading, right? It's a collective reading for the sign of Sagittarius. So keep what does and leave what doesn't for someone else. If you're interested in doing a deep dive as to what's going on with you in your life, my details are in the description box below, or you can go to donwilliamstarot.com to find all of my information, pricing, and availability. Okay, so today I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you. What I've decided to do today for my readings is that I am going to do this Celtic cross. I'm going to take myself off screen while I read the cards so you can see me working with the cards directly. But what I did was I did a pre-pull, which I plan to share with you in just a moment. But what I'm going to do in this moment is I am going to lay out your cards and then I'm going to do all of your reading all at one point, all as like one big swoop. If you're brand new to my channel, you may want to consider subscribing, specifically to YouTube, because I have started to do live readings, meaning that I schedule a time. You're invited to come in as a subscriber and ask a question. I'll pull cards for you. My only request is that you only ask one question, because if you have multiple questions that you want answers for, really you should book a reading. I feel like that's fair. Okay. And then lastly, I would like to say, I just want to thank you all so much for always giving me your support, always watching my videos, watching the shorts, attending the lives. The lives have been a lot of fun. So I hope you have found those to be helpful to you as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I've already shuffled, so I'm just going to split the deck so you can see that I am just whatever. I don't even care, right? We are not trying to stack the deck in any specific way. And right off the bat, I'm going to lay out your cards and then I'm going to take myself off screen. So you come in as the High Priestess. You have the Nine of Cups. Love that card. Five of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. Oh, the Sun card. Love the Sun. So you've got two majors already. Ace of Pentacles. Now we're going to create your ladder. You have a Tower. Three of Pentacles. The Chariot. And the Five of Swords. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna put my glasses on so I could read your cards for you. I'm going to go ahead and take myself off screen so we can concentrate just on your cards. Okay, so your pre-pull, since I'm recording this on July the 25th, depending on when you hear this message, I kind of wanted to do a pre-pull to kind of bridge that gap between the end of July and the beginning of August. And the reason why is because, you know, energies are always constantly changing. And the thing about tarot is that tarot does tap into the field of probability, but it does not tap into the field of certainty. So things are constantly changing. The beautiful thing about having a reading is that then you have an awareness, you have knowledge, you have an idea of things coming towards you, and you then in that moment can change your direction. You can change your destiny. That's the beauty of having a reading. So I did pull some cards just to kind of get an idea as to where you might be in this moment. And then as we are reading, we'll see how these all tie in. But we start off with this Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands for me is that wounded warrior kind of energy. This guy planted all of those wands as seeds and has grown them. And now he's getting very close to them being able to be harvested, right? That he can take those and he's at close to the 10. Tens are about an ending. Nines are about persevering. This is about progression, advancement, attainment. The wands have to do with your inspiration, creativity, passion, and motivation. So maybe feeling as though some of you have been carrying a load, or that you have been burning the midnight oil, or you have been doing a lot. You've been very busy. Even in your career as well as your home life, it just feels as though you have been very busy coming up to this point. Now the beautiful thing is you have that 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles for me is that card of spiritual and material abundance. It is also that card of community, generosity, wealth, prosperity. And this is also my card of building a legacy. And that is about your physical security, your wealth, right? You are building something so that you can take care of your family and leave a legacy for your children or whomever. Or it could be a situation also where you were able to that your parents had left you something. So you're able to take that additional wealth and sink it into something that is allowing it to grow for you to feel very stable, very emotionally and physically stable in your relationship here. The Knight of Swords is my fastest moving knight. This knight is saying whatever it is that you have been working on, contemplating, thinking about, wanting to make progress on, it feels as though you have done all of the research, you have figured out all the hows and whys, and now Spirit is saying take action, stop thinking about things, move forward, make progression. So you've got this progression card twice here, Sagittarius. So whatever you're creating, Spirit has got your back. Move forward. You're going to be able to create what it is that you are working towards. Okay. So in the very center, these are your very center cards. These are the things that you're working through for the month of August. But this first card is your main focus. Now, this main focus is this High Priestess. The High Priestess for me is that card of intuition. It is also a card of mystery. There's a lot of stuff that is not being revealed with this card. At the same time, this individual, the High Priestess, does have one foot in the spiritual realm and one foot in the physical realm. So I feel as though many of you are just bringing down your sovereignty. You're bringing down your higher self. You're operating from the inside out instead of the outside in. And I hope that makes sense. That means that you're really assessing, you're really looking at, you're using your discernment. As information is coming to you, you are just not accepting it at face value. You're doing your research. You're looking at, how does this resonate with me? Do I accept this information? Is this a new belief system? What do I need to do in order to find out whether or not this aligns with my higher self, right? I feel as though she's very intuitive. I feel as though your intuition is really going to be very strong this month. I feel as though you are going to be tapping into that intuition and utilizing this because it is the founding energy, the main focus of your reading for the month. So good job there, Sagittarius. The other beautiful card that is helping or hindering you is this Nine of Cups. So in the helping, if this is helping you, this is saying that a wish is being fulfilled. That Nine of Cups fills your fills your heart. This is joy, happiness, elation, right? Because you have been working really hard towards something that you've wanted to accomplish, something that you've wanted to bring to fruition. And Spirit is saying, absolutely, we are going to gift this to you. Now, this is a golden card. It's got gold on here as well as that sun card. I feel as though some blessings are coming in. Some things that you might not have been expecting are also going to be coming in for a blessing. Now, if it is a hindrance card for you, because it's one or the other, we would have to read this as upside down, meaning that in some way your wish fulfillment is not going to come true, that there is still a blockage or there is still energy there that you have not completely worked through, so you could bring that blessing in for yourself. However, I do feel as though, because it's in the very center of your cards, if it is a situation where right in this moment, you are not able to tap into that beautiful wish energy and have that elation, I feel as though this can easily be turned around for yourself if you were to go within, really look at the things in your life that you're grateful for, right? This is all an attitude. This is all a change of perspective. So I feel as though you can tap into that quite easily for yourself. Now, what is in your foundation? Your foundation is this Seven of Wands. For me, this is a success card. It feels as though some of you are going to get some kind of recognition for your hard work or the things that you contribute to your team. Or it could be that you're getting, recognized in your job space, but you could also be getting recognized at home. Maybe you are really making some beautiful changes within yourself, and you're really coming from that very inspired. Now, if you look at these two cards right here, right, she's really going within, tapping into herself and really utilizing that higher intuition energy for herself in this situation. And she's created her protective bubble around her. Now, I will say that it's a really good practice to create your white light around you each and every day. As you start your day, you might want to protect your space. Whatever your practice is, I will be saying that that's a good thing for you to do, is to clear your aura, clear, those energies. I always use a grounding cord that I connect to my first chakra, and I create that as large as my butt. Right. I want that grounding cord to just sink into Mother Earth energy and just allow those things that I feel as though are ready to be released, those things that are not going to stick to my space, they're not my energy. I just allow them to go down into that grounding cord. As they go into that grounding cord, though, I typically will always say that as soon as it starts going down the grounding cord, that it's transmuted to love, because I really don't want, I want love to be the energy that I am sending to Mother Earth, right? You can transmute your energy. So if it feels like it's a negative, you're transmuting it to a positive, and you're giving it to Mother Earth to help her in whatever way is helpful to her. So this Seven of Wands. So sevens are about building your confidence. Sevens are about gaining experience, utilizing your existing experience. Again, I do feel as though there is a success. There is some accolades here, and not everybody is going to be a champion for you. So you protect your space as best as you can, because people have jealousy or whatever it may be, and I feel as though that would just be a good practice for you to learn and to adopt. What are your thoughts at this time? So right now, some of you may be feeling as though you have been left out in the cold. It could be a situation where you thought you were going to be able to have a bump up in your job space, or maybe you were going to get a promotion, or maybe you're going to be considered for another role, or it's a situation where you thought that you were going to get a big increase. in salary. I do feel as though a lot of companies are being very cautious at this time. A lot of companies are closing as well because the economy is hurting business. So if you're feeling those energies, just recognize that this five is a card of change. Fives all represent change. And that this change is a change in finance. It could be a change for the positive or the negative. It depends on your perspective. At the same time, she does have a key here. If she were just to, change her perspective, because she's kind of like feeling like she is left out in the cold. And that could be just words, that could be conversations. This could be maybe you weren't picked for a particular committee, at work to do something, and you're feeling as though you were overshadowed or you were overlooked. But at the same time, she can, if she just changes her perspective, she would see that key opens that door, and she'd be able to go through that door quite easily. So the fives are about change. It is a minor arcana. So this information that's coming in is only a minor setback if you consider it a setback at all. Now, your immediate past has to do with the Sun card. I love the Sun card. The Sun card for me is that card of nurturing, growth, feeling fulfilled. This is also that card of healing, deep healing, and feeling renewed. Now, she's got both feet on Mother Earth here. She's opening up her arms to allow that sun energy to come in and re-energize her. She is allowing that sun to renew her. This is a card of abundance, joy, clarity, inspiration, all those good positive energies. So I feel as though this is what is carrying you through the rest of your month. But I feel as though this is an energy, since it is a major arcana, that it will carry you through this month of August. Okay. Now, your near future has to do with, this is like the next week or so, you're going to be having an opportunity for something to come in that is really going to be an opportunity for either health, meaning that something good is coming in terms of giving you an idea as to how to fix a health issue that you may be experiencing, or this is another opportunity for career or money coming in of some kind. This is a seed. So once this seed comes in, as you can see, you need to do something with that seed. You need to plant that seed. You need to allow that seed to grow. You need to nurture it. As with any other ace, aces are about new concepts, new ideas, new points of view, new ways of looking at things. This has to do, of course, with your physical security, your health, your career, your possessions, or your home. So this card could be representing you're going to be considering purchasing something for the home that may be kind of in a more expensive item. Or it could be that you are being gifted something for your home. This could be that you have a new opportunity to also bring residual income in some way, or diversify your money in some way that is allowing you to, create something new for yourself. I love this card coming in for you. Again, another gold card. Okay, so now we're going to go up your ladder. So your long-term energy, there is a tower energy here. Now, the tower energy is definitely a card of destruction. So something's coming in and is going to feel as though it's falling apart. It's going to feel as though it's being torn down. Something is going to be coming to an abrupt end. Now, it can be in a relationship, can be in a job space. It can be maybe you have wanted to buy a house, and you thought all the financing was going to go through, but at the last minute, something came about and you are not able to move forward with something. So whatever it is an abrupt kind of an energy. And it also feels as though it is a reset of some kind. So this can be a reset on any level. It can be a reset in your health, can be a reset in a relationship, a friendship, can be a reset in your job space. It can be a reset in your home life. I mean, it can touch just about anything. It's going to represent something different for all of you. However, the beauty of this card is once this happens, then you're able to rebuild. You can reevaluate, you can reassess, you can reaffirm. There's all those words that you can look at in terms of what direction do I want to go now? What is my story that I want to tell? Am I going to come from a place of victimhood, or am I going to come from a place of sovereignty and recognize that whatever this situation is happened for your best outcome? This happens because it's meant to be. It happens because spirit has been trying to get your attention on something for quite a long time. And the only way that it could get your attention to get you to move forward is to have this situation come in. So look at it as a blessing and an opportunity, and I think you'll be fine. Now, what is in your closest relationships is the Three of Pentacles. This has always been my teamwork card. This can be teamwork in job because, of course, it is Pentacles, which is about money, your job space. These people all have some kind of a project that they're working on, but they're working on it together as a team. But this can also represent something within your home because the Pentacles represents your home. Or it could be that you're working as a team to, excuse me. Excuse me. That's the fastest way to move energy, by the way, is to sneeze. Guess I had to get it out of there. Is working together. So if you have a health issue, I feel as though you're going to come to some kind of a resolution, working with your doctor, working with your physician, and working with yourself, figuring out whatever it may be. Or maybe you're going to be working with a person that is more a holistic type of an individual that is going to help you improve your health in some way, right? So this has to do with creativity, looking at things differently, from thinking of things outside of the box. This is also adopting new points of view and looking at things with a creative bent towards them, that creative energy. Now, whatever it is, whatever you are doing, this future energy is about the Chariot. The Chariot does talk about change coming in. It is fast moving energy. It is a victory. It is also my card of a potential move. For some of you, and it's also a card of travel for some of you. So some of you may be thinking about, it's August and we're going to do a family vacation, and it's going to be very fast moving energy. The other thing about the Chariot is that this is about advancement and it's about progression. So it can be talking about your personal development, things you have been working on, things you have been putting your seeds in the ground to try to implement. And I feel as though this is going to be a victory card for you. It's going to bring in a lot of happiness and joy. But at the same time, it's going to be very fast moving. So this is saying that you are making very strong, measured, successful progress. And it's also talking about, just moving forward, right? And the thing about the Charioteer is that this guy has meant to have left everything behind. He is trusting his process. He's trusting that where spirit takes him is exactly what he needs for his highest best and his growth. I feel as though this is a great card coming in terms of with this tower card, because whatever this tower is representing, I feel as though you're working directly with spirit, and spirit is going to take you where you need to go. Now, the thing is you also have that Five of Swords. The Five of Swords energy is, again, changes coming in, but this is changing in the way that you think about something. This guy is feeling anxiety. As you can see, the bird squawking, 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 and he's got his hand on his head. So I feel as though whatever these thoughts are, originally it can be self-sabotage or it can be self-defeating. But I feel as though if you just switch it a little bit and recognize that you don't have to have all the answers to everything, Sagittarius, before you move forward. I feel as though taking that initial step, making progress, because that's kind of the whole energy that your whole reading is talking about, is these new opportunities coming in. You're being blessed here. You're definitely going to be increasing finances. I feel as though whatever this anxiety is, or whatever this mental energy is, this communicative energy here, I feel as though it's easily going to be turned around and is going to be for your best outcome. So, overall, Sagittarius, I feel as though you have a lot of beautiful energy here to work with. Yes, there is something that is going to come in, is going to upset the apple cart a little bit. It can be as disruptive as you allow it to be. And it all depends on your response, right? How you decide that you are going to respond to whatever this disruption is. However, I also feel because you've got those two fives, changes are coming in. So changes in money, changes the way that you think about things, changes to your belief system, maybe coming in for you, but you also have new opportunities. The sun is shining down and blessing you, right? And you've got really fast moving cards because you've got that Knight of Swords, which is saying whatever it is that you're trying to create, move forward, just go with it. Trust that it's all going to work out, and don't allow your thoughts to be the thing that is always the driver as to whether or not you should move or not, right? I feel as though your thoughts may be holding you back because something feels a little bit off to you. But once you take that step forward, the sun and spirit are going to champion your path forward. So, from my heart to your heart, I send you a lot of love, light, happiness, joy. If you should decide to accept those energies for yourself. Until next time, I hope you have a very amazing August and take very good care of yourself. Until next time, cheers.